Yep. 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 Hello? Hello?
Hello. Whoa, just calm it down there, Boom. What's going on, dudes? What is going on here? What's going on? Yeah, fucking... Well done. Well done. Well done. Well... Motherfucker. The Twitch phone app is big garbage. Big garbage. If I say it one more time, do I get Twitch mods on me? God damn it. For fuck's sake. You can see, there we go. I just want to check that it looks okay. I just wanted to... Oh. Oh shit, that's gonna load a thing. That's gonna... Yeah. It's the latest followers plugin still doesn't work. Go fucking figure. Let me full screen my game so I can see it. And not the there we go. Oh, we killed Big Red. The Yes, I did not mean to do that. Oh, is this where we stopped? Yeah, I stopped here because... Why exactly? Well, these guys can block laser beams, huh? Nope! Big idiot play. Big. I don't want to soul recovery. God damn. Let's go up here. Let's sort out the dogs. Oh! Oh! I have been destroyed. Doom. Over. Oh, but we just respawn here. Alright. Shit, I thought I just died there. Welcome, people who are here to the stream. Chaos Legion, as per Sunday. Game that I have played and completed exactly one time. Back in the good old days when this game was quote-unquote new. I don't think I've bought very many games actually new. But, you know, before the PS3 came out, essentially, that's what I'm trying to say, and it is horrendously loud. Let me just reduce the volume there for me, so I'm not screaming over it and deafening you all in the process, because that is not what we're here to do today. Today, don't worry, the ear rape streams will be, I'm sure, something of the future. It's been a big request. I get nothing in my inbox, but please make another Papa ear rape stream. Please just scream profanities for 2 straight hours this time. That's yeah, that's the only requests I get. So yeah, it's a joke. I'm trying. It's a funny. The only people who know that's not true are the people who are gonna be not laughing because it's kind of, anyway. Move on. Chaos Legion, good. The hack and slash action adventure RPG developed by Capcom. It was, in fact, I looked at the guy who directed this game. He was the musical director for Devil May Cry 2. The sound designer, I think. The sound creative director. He had something to do with the sound design on Devil May Cry 2, but he was not the composer because that was Vito. Do not know who the composer was for DMC2. Sorry. But yeah, he did this. He was the project manager for this, at least. The director, the creative dude. So I guess maybe he had a soft spot for the game and he was like, oh, do a thing. I didn't look at who the who actually did like the coding or anything. I didn't get that far. But yeah. He's done a couple of things since. He worked on Monster Hunter, maybe? Monster Hunter World, I think he did something. Monster Hunter Freedom, maybe? Oh no, I did not mean to do that. Well, some of the dudes who are actually gonna do the work. Soul max up. Boom. That's cool. Oh! I'm dead. This game, I don't remember being this hard. I've just picked, like... Oh, I didn't want to do that. What's that even do? Oh, he's gone. Okay. So oh, it straight up just makes you immortal. What? Good power. Can you please? Can I just, like... Oh, are they blocking that now? Yeah. Look at that cool crest on the back of their head. That's cool. I guess many people don't understand, but I've never seen this game in such a high resolution, and it's... Although I feel like it's become a little bit potatoed since the last time, you know, the first time we streamed, not the last time. It's like this since the last time, but I don't know what went on there. You tell me, buddy. You probably know more about this stuff than I do. But yeah, it's really intriguing to see the models and the textures up close in such great detail. Like, I understand, like, a lot of the UI is still pretty crusty because it's an old ass UI, but like it's surprising to me how high resolution some of the textures and models are for the PS2 era games. I mean, like, just looking at Zeke's arm, I always thought it was like... Oh, I've been killed. Oh. Big, huge brain operation. Operation Huge Brain. Operation Huge Brain. Yeah, I just realized locking on pushes them out, so they weren't actually, like, doing anything. Oh, that was lucky. There we go. I think that'll work out a bit better. Yeah, that's nice. So I can stand here and mash on this dude without moving because I've locked on, without getting cut up by this spike dude behind me, and then from the front all the dogs are blocked from attacking me. That's fantastic. That is an outcome of the gods. How am I going to get out of this situation once I've killed this big boy? That's a question for another day, I'm afraid, guys. I may have to just spend the time and kill all of the turrets, which is going to be very fun to watch, of course. Or maybe I'll do the thing that the Japanese fast runner, speedrunner, did it, and he killed this dude. It gives you a life up L, and then he just rinsed and repeated. Because I see good reason to have a life up L in this game for my playthrough, because I'm not a speedrunner of this game. I am a lowly scrub-a-toon, barely holding this game together. Oh! You motherfucker. I was too eager. I was too eager to get the juice, and it fucked me. So we stand here. We summon the dude. And there we go. So we'll try this again. We won't fuck it up this time. Yeah, I would much rather have Malice here than Shield, because it would make short work of the turrets and it'd be a lot easier to deal with. The dogs. If I just let the Malice, like, do this, blue mode Malice, shoot the turrets, you're occasionally pressing triangle, and then kill all the dogs and the wizards. That'd be so much easier than this mess that we've got going on right now. Just having a couple of cheeky looks over at the feed there, just to make sure we're not lagging on the stream or anything crazy like that. Yeah, also, big PSA. I know this is just like constant stream of dialogue, but big PSA. Monster Hunter and Battlefront 2 have been shelved until further notice, because I'm not having a fun time with OBS streaming things which desire out of my my GPU. Which is a shame, but at the same time, maybe we can focus on games which have got a little bit more content, a little less pizzazz, because playing Monster Hunter is great because it looks cool. You know, I can nitpick about the whole map levels and shit, you know, for hours on end. But at the end of the day, it's a very repetitive, boring game, and to stream, that is, to play, it's, you know, it's repetitive, but it's. I wouldn't say it was boring per se. It is the game that you expect it to be, exactly, and you know, it's good sometimes. But to stream, it's. I've basically got to fill in all the blanks where the game isn't, you know, interesting enough, as it were. Which is difficult, because I'm not the best public speaker on the planet. Do we need Shield Boys up? Because they're just gonna get minced while I do this. Let's recall them, because I don't think we need them. It'd give us a chance to build up the soul. That'd be good. But yeah, Monster Hunter, Battlefront, I don't know, since the last update on OBS, and the update after that, in fact, there were 2 updates, hasn't been, like, massively happy. Wait, did that just spawn another turret? Motherfucker. Yep. Oh, yeah, whoops. Whoops. I gotta be on this side. Yeah, there we go. Brain engaged. Absolutely. But yeah, OBS doesn't like streaming things which are graphically intensive. I think it might not actually be a problem with OBS. It might be a problem with the graphics card that I imported. I've been having, I don't want to be like, oh, it's a terrible graphics card. It's not. It's great. It seems to work 99%, but at the same time, since I engaged the SLI, I've had a few instances where programs have maybe thought it's had more graphics memory than it has, and it's been having basically memory issues, like not enough resources, and then especially EA games have been just force closing to a memory address fault error, which is not cool, but you know, that is the knife edge line you walk when you get into PC building, when you get into shitty SLIs on, you know, 3 generations out of date graphics cards. So I can't really say that I expected anything more than that from these graphics cards. I can't really say that I expected them to be, you know, wholehearted replacements for an actual up-to-date graphics card. Absolutely not. But for the performance that I've got out of them, the price that I paid, would you please fuck off? Ah! Fuck it, let's just farm some fucking life. Bullshit. Phenomenon. Da 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 da. Phenomenon. Da 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 da. Anyway, yeah, so like the money that I have invested in the SLI configuration has been absolutely worth the performance increase. And across 99% of all the games that I play regularly, Counter-Strike, Overwatch, whatever this thing is, the Turbo PS2 plugin that's definitely connected to a real PS2 and not in any way a PC program. Desktop applications, video applications, everything is faster, absolutely, 110%. Even playing Battlefront 2 is a nice experience, and much to my surprise, apparently some of the stability issues went away when I enabled the DirectX 12 rendering method, which is just insane, because the last thing I enabled DirectX 12 on, it like chunked me down to 4 FPS and then crashed. So, you know, give or take, different settings, different programs make different PCs happy in different ways. So, take it as it is. Battlefront 2 runs, without streaming, runs absolutely fantastically. I can run it on max at about 30 FPS, which is good. It's quote-unquote playable. I wouldn't recommend it, though. And I can run it on even turning the graphic settings down to a point at which you can't tell the difference between high and max, you know, unless you're taking, like, still images and, like, looking close. Obviously, there's going to be a difference, you know, less anti-aliasing, less filtered textures, but, you know, minimal differences between qualities on, like, high and ultra. High runs at a solid at least 60, if not 80 FPS. It's beautiful. Destiny 2, oh my god! Since it moved to Steam, I don't know what they did. I don't know if it's the fact that they moved it to Steam or anything, but it runs so much. Hey, you can just go in and out of this zone. What? And then it's really nice. It's fucking quiet in here. And the music's back. Cool. Oh hey, we've got the vertical fucking weirdo bars. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, graphical increases the SLI setup. Yeah, every game that I play on the regular is improved FPS wise drastically. Monster Hunter was not improved drastically, I'm afraid. Monster Hunter is like the one exception to the rule. But I have to kill that wizard again now, right? Yeah. Nature of the beast, I guess. I'm dead. I fucking got juggled! Minute! Sorry. It's 7 o'clock. I have some kind of like inhibition against actually screaming into the microphone. That was maybe a bit too loud. Bring it on, jabronis. Get him. Yeah. Fuck him up. Whoa, don't go that far. Can we just like have a little close look at these dudes? Because it's fascinating to me. The swords are pretty cool. Yo, those swords. Monolithic steel. It's pretty cool. And the other thing that I was surprised about is the thickness of Zeke's sword in game is like way more accurate to a real sword than it is like in the cutscenes. Like that's kind of manageable. It's quite wide, but it's kind of manageable, I guess. It's got a 1.5-hand grip, so, and he does like two-hand it when he actually swings. So I'm gonna give it a pass. It's still a little bit wide considering it's a single-edged thing. If you look at things like falchions, they usually, if they're that wide, they're usually quite a bit shorter than that. What the hell is going on here? My dudes, they wanna get hit by laser fire. They wanna play Battlefront 2 as well. Oh, mamma mia. Oh, hey, welcome. Welcome to the I Suck at Chaos Legion stream. I don't have any health increase items. And, yeah. Well, that's pretty much the story. I don't have any health increase items. Pig! Ah! Ah! What hit me? Oh, that guy. Oh, I see. Yeah, okay. Come on. Come on, you little bastards. Hey. Why arrogance, if I may ask? It's what, you know. It's what we got given the stage before. I can't remember the stages, what we have to fight. And like I had the bad feeling like I know Malice is a better pick here. But I just got arrogance, and I can't remember how it goes, so I just thought I'd equip it for the lols, and yes, not very helpful. Blasphemy and Malice would have been so much better for this this stage. Either or, both of them, or just one of them. It's just... But yeah, this is the area where the Japanese speedrun and the English speedrun differ. So in this area, it's the same guy, and it's practically the same game. In the English language version of the game, the Japanese speedrunner man who did the speedrun world record stayed in here, and he like farmed like 18 like life ups off this dude. And in the Japanese playthrough, he just kills it once and moves on. And I don't know why. Like, if you can't farm it in the original Japanese one, or he just didn't, I don't know. Like, it doesn't make sense to me why there would be two categories of the game if there weren't like significant differences to the gameplay, but if that's the only thing. I mean, it's difference enough to have a different category, but why wouldn't you have a ring you can farm or couldn't farm in one version or the other version? It just seems weird, because like there's no precedence in this game for farming items beyond replaying stages, right? You know, you finish the game once and like maybe you farmed once or twice for XP to level up a dude. But you don't, like, farm life ups or attack ups, right? I don't remember doing that. No! These dogs have never in my life been more dangerous than today. Except for last time I streamed this, when Big Red killed me like 8 times in a row. Jesus. It was so depressing. think the end level reward system gives different items between English and Japanese. Yeah. So yeah, I guess loot system is the only difference, but maybe it also locks this room because like right now, I'm not gonna do it because I've killed some things. I want to make actual progress today. I don't want to backtrack. But if I walk further that way, it just lets me through back to the original area, like the old area. And maybe in the Japanese one, I think there may be a gate here that just goes shunk, locks you in. Would make a lot more sense really if there was a gate here. Now I've got like 1 hit of HP left. So what I envisage happening is I'm going to try and get into the middle here, and I'm going to get hit by a fucking B-Maw. A B-Maw. Oh my god. And of course... No, you need to come back. Come back. Fucking whatever. It's going to have to do. I'm going to get hit. But this is going to have to do. Healing items will not spawn if you're holding back some of each item experience. You can stick out 99 of each, though. After you pick up one, automatically rewarded the XP instantly. Oh, right. So if you... Wait, no. What? So if you pick up an experience gem and you have max experience gems picked up already, you just pick up experience for the current legion you're holding? That's cool. I mean, that sucks, but it's cool, I guess. No! Yes! Get played! Big brain. 2000 IQ play that was. Totally planned it. I've got to work out my escape plan for here. Because these guys will not despawn when I kill this wizard. And the wizard, believe it or not, is the only thing, you know, keeping my soul from draining completely. So you played Astral Chain? That game looks cool. I made it out! No! God damn it. So I can walk back into this area. Sorry, mate. I can see my mic has clipped so many times in this. And I want to apologize to you and anyone watching the VOD. I'm so sorry. Jesus Christ. But you see, I can come back into this area. I don't know why. Aha, the permanent status increase items can be stacked once you can re-raid stages. The items stack until Z gets maximum value for an attribute. Yeah. But they do stack, though. When you pick them up, it gives you a permanent increase. It's not just for the stage, right? That is a permanent boost. This game looks great in 60 FPS. As an example, max up HP no longer spawn or be stackable. Hit points exceed 500. Right. Yeah? Wait. What? Yeah. Yeah. But that's normal. That's normal. I understand that. Right? I'm so confused. Oh! Jean-Claude Van Damme Shazam. I got. I want to take this moment to apologize for the vertical bars. The items situation is so dismal that I have started a no items run of the game within the past year. Crazy challenging and satisfying. I'm picking up items and it's hard, okay? I'm Pro Epic Gamer 69. My speedrun time for Destiny 2 is 6 hours. Which is twice the world record, if you were wondering. I think that was pretty good. Like twice the world record time. First attempt at a speedrun. Not playing the game through, obviously. I've done that 1,000 times. 1,000 times. But I recently joined a guild. Are they guild? Faction? Guild? Guild member? Guild? I don't think they're called guilds. They're called something else, aren't they? Fire team? Faction? Shoot friends. Anyway. And I posted, like, the leaderboard for the fastest strikes. Because I did, like, a 10-minute, I think it was 10-minute, 33-second strike of the, not the Inner Terminus, the other one. With the Valis at the end and the Vex thing that gets crushed by him. Anyway, it's not the point. I thought it was a fucking smoking hot time. Like, we did max damage to the boss as fast as possible. We killed the Minotaurs, and we unlocked the doors, like, as fast as possible. And, like, the dude had, like, 1 hit left in the final boss room, and, like, that was cool. So I posted in the guild chat, like, because we have, like, a linked API from Bungie, WarMindio, Charlemagne, and it gives you, like, in-depth reviews about how you did as a fire team, as a group, as an individual. And I just posted, you know, top 25 fastest strikes, and, like, top 10, it's like sub 5-minute strikes, and I'm like, what the fuck is this going on now? Anyway, back to Chaos Legion. What was that? What's that? Oh, well, that's not helpful. Yoink! Oh, hit them both? Nice. But yeah, Astral Chain, dude. I've seen like one gameplay trailer for it, so don't at me. But looks like a familiar kind of game. Oh, yeah, I'm kind of interested to play it. But at the same time, meh. Do I really need any more games to play? Have you seen my Steam library, bro? Bruh. It's like I've played 44% of my Steam library, and that to me is depressing. Like, not even half of the games that I own have I played. But at the same time, like 100% games, I have 2 out of like 500, and it's ridiculous. Like, I need to actually start finishing games instead of just picking them up and then getting bored of them in like a week. That was like a huge like turn off for me for the what's Egoraptor. Like, he'd start games and he'd start a series of the game. He would never finish it. Like Sonic 06, he did like 60 episodes of Sonic 06, and I was like, yeah, I was getting into it. Like, it's a shit game. And it was an absolute, you know, clusterfuck for gameplay, but like, it was entertaining as like an entertainment series. But I guess he had some personal stuff going on right there and some colleague stuff. But I'm not judging him. I just, it put me off his presentation style for gameplay videos. Love his animations, man. Metal Gear Solid? Yeah. Anyway, what am I talking about? What am I even talking about? Let's not go there. Let's not even start talking about stuff like that. Let's talk about Vinesauce and how good Vinesauce is. You should go follow Vinesauce. Everyone watching the VOD, go follow Vinesauce. I soon have a friend play it, and personally have no interest in Astral Chain. But it looks kind of cool. You get a dog, right? You get a chain dog. No! This is really pissing me off. Control. Camera direct. Oh, yeah. Yes. Oh my god, it finally makes sense. If I die this time without making significant progress into the level, I'm gonna finish the level. I'm gonna bring Malice and Blasphemy, and we're gonna finish the level easy peasy mode. Because I'm seriously getting fucked off with this. I've died like 8 times to the same shit. What? God. I love the intermission music. It's so good. We're gonna have to save. You ever noticed in the screen, Zeke's eyes are like glowing orange? Where did I get that from? No. Nah, blood. Looks great, polished game. The music was memorable for Astral Chain. I'm sure it'll be getting the recognition it deserves. I don't care if it gets recognition. I care if it's a cool game or not. I want to maybe give it a go. Maybe watch a gameplay trailer, or a gameplay foot. Is my mic like slowly dying here? Sorry. Getting a gameplay, watching some gameplay footage. Maybe then making a Jesus. Sorry about that. Sorry, I'm so sorry. I'm so like touching the boom that the mic's on is a bad idea. Well, it just you heard what it does. But yeah, looking at gameplay, maybe looking at buying it, playing it, streaming it. It might be a little bit easier on the GPU than some other games that I've been playing recently. But I don't know. You know, all these games, all these people want me to play these games, and I just, yeah, hell yeah, I want more dudes. 1.5 million XP. Good. Malice follows up as one times the power is raised without increasing level. Yeah, hell yeah. Is there anything I can increase on Blasphemy? Nope. Crimson Carnage level 3, bruh. Airblaze level 2. What about the Dragon Slayer attack? Where's that gone? Whatever. Player. Legion equip. Guilt and not this guy. Oh, ooh, vibration. Ooh, ooh. Jesus. What am I even doing? I'll save. I'm losing my mind here. I'm sorry. How difficult is it to stream Chaos Legion? Not that difficult, but for some strange reason, there are black lines that go from the top of the screen to the bottom of the screen, which you might be able to pick out. They look like weird glass prisms in game right now, but that's because the Turbo Expansion Bay plugin for the PS2 has been tweaked. Many knobs have been turned. Definitely not the fact that I have a crappy PS2 emulator or anything like that. That's hearsay. How dare you even suggest such a thing? It's not that hard. I mean, it wouldn't even be that hard if I just got my actual capture card and my actual PS2, which doesn't have a Turbo Expansion Bay, and plugged them in to the PC and downloaded the capture card software and used that instead. But time, effort, and then I'd have to get another, like, what is it? It's composite video on the capture card, and so I'd need a an AV to composite converter, which is already a stupid. Why does that need to exist? They run on the same kind of principle. It's just that the composite has a higher scaling thing because the 3 channels are converted to red, green, and blue instead of just being on a single timer thing. Anyway, not the point. Stop listening to me, man. It's not difficult to stream Chaos Legion at all. It's not taxing on the PC anymore because I turned off all my potato settings because I'm an idiot and I had it set to like running 4K textures. So it's a powerful expansion plugin. So this is run for a PS2 emulator. How dare you suggest any such like of the thing? Definitely an imported expansion bay thing, which allows upscaling. Wink, wink, hint, hint. Shush. But yeah, it's not hard on the CPU or the GPU as far as I can tell. It runs fine. It streams fine. The problem I have is with Monster Hunter World, which from the latest The latest update for OBS has made it so that OBS uses more resources from the GPU, or relies more heavily on the GPU to do encoding or something, which has basically meant that because my GPU system is saturated with Monster Hunter processing, it slows down the render process when Monster Hunter is in the foreground. So when Monster Hunter is a process active on my PC, and it's running in full screen 1080p, 60 FPS, close enough, whatever it's rendering at. If that is in the background and OBS is in the foreground, Monster Hunter itself streams perfectly at whatever frame rate I'm playing it at. And the second I switch Monster Hunter to be my main game frame, the front window of my PC system manager, whatever you want to call it, OBS slows down to a point at which it's completely unwatchable. Not unplayable. My experience playing Monster Hunter is, as per normal, kind of shitty FPS, but it looks real good, so I kind of deal with it. Unresponsive controls that drive me insane. But when I look at the Twitch stream on my feedback monitor, which is just a phone, I'm sorry, I'm not high tech. I don't have extra beans. It's 4 FPS, and it's because basically some resource when OBS is in the background is taken to a point at which OBS cannot access it. OBS then has a problem compositing frames. And because it has a problem compositing frames, it slows down. There it is! Yeah! Get wrecked! Ah! Nope, I got wrecked. I was the one who was wrecked. Yeah. And it's the same with other high GPU usage games like Battlefront. I haven't tried Destiny. I'm almost certain Counter-Strike will run fine, as it runs normally at about 300 FPS. It's ridiculous. But yeah, definitely Monster Hunter, definitely Battlefront 2. I have a problem with. I didn't used to. You can even see on my Twitch page still, and I think on my YouTube page, I have at least 9 VODs of Monster Hunter which run perfectly fine. Like, not even like oh it's like 30 FPS and maybe it looks a bit weird because of compression. Absolutely not. Full frame 1080p. 54 FPS maybe. I wish there was a block button in this. Oh, I have to kill all those guys, don't I? I didn't bring Malice with me. Ah, Jesus Christ. Big idiot plays. Do I have to kill all those? Do I just have to kill a bridge troll? But yeah. Like... Ah! What is going on? No! I hate this game. It's so stupid. There's a PC release of this game. I know there is a PC release of this game. Don't. Yeah. It's worthless and only collects dust as a sentimental item. Oh, it's Big Red. Oh, we gotta do Big Red again. I know. I saw. Like I didn't believe it. Like I thought PC gaming was a weird thing back when I was a kid, and I don't know. It was in obviously a PlayStation magazine. I assumed it was only a PlayStation game, but yeah, I've seen the PC CD release in shops, not just. But I already had the PS2 game. I never thought, oh, it would be a good idea to get this on the PC. Because obviously you'd probably have to install like what, Windows 98 to run it. Come on. I have actually a piece of. I downloaded the weird thing. Windows 7 has a Windows XP like compatibility server that you can run. It's not even a server. It's basically just like a DOS, not DOSBox, an emulator. What do you call them when you have a PC, a virtualization? It's a virtualization of XP basically. And it was quote unquote free for all Windows 7 users, and I never used it on Windows 7. I never found the instructions, but there was some instructions on how to download it for your system and use it in conjunction with a system virtualization tool to because it used to run like in line with Windows. Like you would just open the program and it would just work. But I never had Windows 7 Professional. I had Windows 7 Home Premium because I'm a scrub. But it was meant to run basically in line. You just run your XP program and it would boot into a window in the operating system and it would be fine. Yeah, there was recently posted some instructions on how to use that for Windows 10 and Windows 8. And I followed these instructions and I have been killed. I have been straight up slain. Okay. And I followed the instructions and I got it working, and I have a virtual desktop of Windows XP. Yay! And believe it or not, I have several Windows XP serial numbers. It's not like I'm ripping Windows off here, Microsoft off. Like I have legitimately bought at least 3 copies of Windows XP in my lifetime, and of course, because the authentication servers for XP have gone down, there's no official way of licensing it anymore. So it's always going to be a bit of a hack if you want to run some ancient software. But I have actually one piece of software that I wanted to use again. Jesus. Please don't destroy my HP in one hit. No, please. I'm dead. I'm so unfocused today. This is just a massive gameplay write-off. I'm having fun, don't worry, but I'm not progressing. Whap. But yeah, no, there's I have Music 2000. No, Music 2000, Music 3000. I can't see the case from here. I can't tell you. One of those two. Music 3000, I think. No, 2000. No, 3. No, 2. So, Codemasters and Jester Interactive have a game, quote unquote, game series. I'd like to say it's more like a door. It definitely is a door. A door series, like a casual door, a digital audio workstation. I'm sorry, called music creation for the PlayStation, right? It was a PlayStation game, PS1, in fact. And it allows you to sequence and effectively write music using a rudimentary sample-based DAW. Has even the first music has a lot of samples in it, but Music 2000 was like a PC go-to, and I had some good projects going. In fact, I had back when I didn't stream, back when I only did like pre-recorded videos, I have a video recording of not music. It's just a screen, like a graphic screen with some text and with sound behind it. And the sound came from music, like the PlayStation 1 title music. And I did a cover of the Saints Row 3 opening song, and I think I did pretty well considering PlayStation resources. And you know, I didn't separate the tracks, I didn't master it or anything. Raw audio, and it sounds fantastic. For I should have brought Malice. My throat is getting a bit dry, a bit dry, and these fucks are not making it any easier for my throat to be dry. But yeah, I have several versions of the software music. So I have the original, the 2000 for the PlayStation, the 3000 for the PlayStation 2. I recently picked up the MTV Music Generator because for some strange reason, basically, there was a branch of the software. In America, it was licensed by MTV, and it was called the MTV Music Generator, which is a way better title than music. I will be completely honest with you. It has professional, you know, originally music, but you know, not so much anymore. Like endorsement from a big name. And anyway, and there was basically a fork in the software development where Codemasters, I think they signed off like their development art because they didn't want to support what MTV was bringing to music. They basically wanted I'm gonna die again. It's gonna be so depressing. They wanted to basically maintain some kind of credence as a respectable, lightweight, casual music writing software, where you can script, you can sequence, you can do all the really cool stuff that you would want to do in a complicated DAW of the time, I guess, like Cakewalk. In fact, I have Sonar X3 in a box up there. I could install that if you wanted to see what a quote-unquote up-to-date. It's not that up-to-date anymore. It's about 10 years old, but it's more up-to-date than music. But like, I've used Cakewalk Home Studio 3 and 4, and like mostly MIDI instrumentation, so you would have to have external synthesizers if you wanted to do. These fuckers are really pissing me off. I don't have to kill them all, I know, but if I don't kill them, they're gonna attack me on the bridge when I go over to kill the troll. And then we'll have trouble. Fuck off! Jesus Christ. It's like they come from off screen and they don't even render until they hit you. It's really annoying. Things to improve on Chaos Legion version 2.0. Render all the enemies all the time, you motherfucks. I've never seen them do that attack before. Never. And they have done that attack to me until I am dead. I'm gonna mute my mic and I'm gonna go get a drink because my throat is not happy about this screaming. But yeah, I'll see you in a moment. I probably won't be that long. I'm gonna get a cold drink. I'm gonna fill this bottle up. In fact, big old 1.5 liter Volvic. Oh my god, good slam. Yeah. Like, if I can hear someone slamming a door through my headset, wow. It's a good slam, okay? Anyway, what's up? I'm back. I got my water. Whew. Yeah, that's a lot better. Maybe it will help me focus. Oh, someone was sending me Blizzard message. Let me just check. It is the meme time. The time of memes. Okay, that's not a it's not a helpful communication, really, is it? But yeah, music. That's what I was saying. I thought it was just gonna be the American kind of audience that the MTV Music Generator was gonna be licensed to, but I have found and purchased. I have it in my possession. A copy of MTV Music Generator for the PlayStation 2, PAL. So that's my zone, dude. Get away! Yeah, no! Absolutely, you destroy my dudes. I swear to God, I will destroy you back. They take so long to recharge, and I have to kill all of you. But yeah, I booted it up on the yeah, and it's a very interesting game because it has many of the features of music. It has a sequencer and everything. You can do like a full-fledged mix if you wanted to, but like one of the big features that it's advertised with is the fact that you can remix chart toppers, chart fucking slam tracks. It has Snoop Dogg. It has someone else, and someone else. You know, some pop stars. It has eight well-known chart-topping bangers that you can remix, both at your liberty and like in real time with like a remix app. It's just, it brought back a lot of memories, you know, hearing the pop songs of a time gone by, and it was a big meme-or, in fact, because you got they have that song by that dude, see, all I've got in my head right now is like I'm in love with the Shape of You by whatever his fucking name is, just fucking garbage song. It's not what I'm. It's Sean Paul. What's the fucking song called? Sexy girl, sexy body. I can't remember. Fucking. I assume you're speaking from a place where you know how to play at least one instrument. Yes. I'm one of those. Well. I can play instruments, kind of, I guess. I don't know. I'll leave it to other people's kind of judgment whether I quote-unquote can play or not, but I have a very low kind of respect of my own instrument mastery. It's not where I want it to be, and I haven't really found like the time or the means to improve it. It's a big shame in my opinion, but I guess no one else really cares. Yes, I play the guitar mostly. Sorry, the 6 strings bass, but also I've dabbled in the percussion, and I don't say I can't play the piano, but I have some keyboards, and I find synthesizer tonescaping to be one of the most engaging and rewarding pastimes that there can be. I would turn the synthesizer on, blast your ears with ear rape level line noise, but there's a couple of things on top of the synthesizer which makes this impractical. To begin with, there is an anti-static shield from the new GPU I ordered. There are 3 Tenuguis, a notebook, some sandpaper, a PS4 game, the case for Chaos Legion, another anti-static bag which contained a bass guitar bridge, and oh yeah, Foundation Electronics by B.G. Barker. Oh, and the Assassin DVD case, and a manual for a digital multimeter. So a lot of crap that I don't really need, that doesn't really need to be on the keyboard. It's better. There used to be more. I'm slowly clearing it off, and the day it's cleared, I swear to God, it will be filled instantly by something else. It's not because like I'm scared of turning the keyboard on, you know, and seeing how bad my skills still are. But I don't know. It's just, you know, I get a thing, I get mail, I get a thing to do in like a day, and then I've done it, and then I put it down, and the closest, easiest accessible place to put it down is right in front of me, I guess. I'm not a very organized person. Spontaneity is like higher up on the chain than organization. Well, I try to be organized, but don't really. I've organized some things, not others, and it really does show sometimes. But anyway, that's beside the point. If you ever want to hear me play my guitar, you head on over to my SoundCloud, which I will not tell you where it is or how to find it, because oh my god, get the hell away from my SoundCloud. Actually, no, the Saints Row cover is on the SoundCloud, alongside some really bad Rage Against the Machine covers that I recorded maybe 9 years ago. That's one, how old I am, and two, how old SoundCloud is. Yeah. I didn't expect to be saying 9 years and SoundCloud in the same sentence. I thought it went under, but it didn't. Well, it got bought. It's a platform. It has a following, but it wasn't financially stable or successful, which means that obviously some kind of recompense had to be made in its product life cycle. But at the same time, like, knowing how to play an instrument and being able to use the fun musical video game music are two related but kind of different aspects of the PlayStation, I feel. I don't think you really need to have any grasp of music knowledge, musicality at all to enjoy the software that is music creation for the PlayStation. It has, basically, at its core, is a drag and drop kind of, you get like samples, like clips of samples, not just like sounds like a piano roll, like a piano or a synth or a bass or a sine or anything, but like you'll have fully orchestrated sounds that you can just add. Like you have ready-made drum tracks that you can just use, and you know it's not intimidating in the slightest. You just pick them up from the palette, you slam them down in the thing, you press the start button, it plays, and you can hear what you've made. It's rewarding, it's juicy, it's the sound quality, given that it is a PlayStation 1 title trying to be like a fully featured DAW, absolutely phenomenal. But if you do have, let me just, I gotta take a sip, and I don't want to get killed. Sorry. Welcome to the mouth noise stream. If you do have like a musicality, a musical knowledge, a history with a musical instrument, especially a keyboard, because I grew up learning the guitar, and I would recommend to you that if you have children, you should probably teach them something that isn't the guitar. I mean, teach them the guitar by all means, but if you want them to grow up with a good sense of musicality, with this, not I don't want to be like with a marketable skill that they can get a job with. No, like it's a lot easier to get into mainstream modern Western music. Like when I say mainstream modern Western music, I mean like the last 500 years of mainstream modern Western music, 12-tone, equal temperament, keyboard-based compositions. If you want them to get into music, I would recommend that they learn the piano alongside whatever instrument they actually want to learn. Like if your child wants to learn the guitar or the violin, the bassoon, the clarinet, the bass, the drum kit, I wholly recommend that you get them to learn piano as well. If they want to learn the piano, I would wholeheartedly recommend that you get them to learn a second instrument from the piano, because there's a big difference between like writing music in a DAW, writing music on score paper, writing music in general, and having like a musical sense. So if you want to get into using DAW, if you want to get into music production, if you want to get into composition of music on a grand scale, which is more than just you playing an instrument, and I would recommend this for any musician because it's worthwhile, and Christ alive, I need to get back into it. The piano is the obvious choice. The notes are laid out in a piano roll, which you can easily integrate into the kind of the mindset of writing digital music and writing analog, quote unquote, analog music on a piece of paper rather than music that is sequenced. You get a better and a faster appreciation of things like harmony, chords, chord shapes, chord groupings, chord voicings, the way to use notes together in a palette than you do with something like a bass guitar, electric guitar, clarinet, bassoon, violin. Because most of these instruments, let's take the bass guitar, the regular guitar, and tentatively the violin. Chord voicings, chord groupings. Are you recommending instruments to children as a retrospective reflection in your own experience? Yes. Absolutely 100%. That's the only way I can do it. I grew up, I was forced to learn the piano at school, and it was okay, but one teacher for 30 children is not enough support to get people to have a correct technique playing the piano, and having a faster kind of uptake in the piano. And if you don't have a fast uptake in the piano, you won't feel like you want to study the piano. If you don't study, I'm telling you to do this. Big, like, strong suggestion, but like the piano is as a massive gateway into music is what I'm trying to say. It's not like, oh, you have to love the piano, you have to learn the piano. It's an easy way of getting into music. And if your kids are like musically like engaged, if they want to do well in music, don't be like, here kid, you gotta learn the piano now. Be like, hey, I hear you like this and this. How about we try some of this? Don't be like, you gotta learn the piano, you son bitch. If they don't want to learn the piano, obviously, but like at least bring it up to them. Be like, hey, if you like music, you want to write music. I hear it's kind of easy to get into the brain side of the music if you do this thing, because it's a short step from piano to staff. It's a very long step from like staff to guitar. For me, if I look at sheet music, what I see is a piano. I see a keyboard roll, basically. It's notes going up, notes going down, sharps and flats. If I look at sheet music and then I look at a guitar, there is a huge disconnect, like between the note on the paper and like the 4 positions on the guitar you can play that note. And not just that, but the chord voicings on, as I was going to say previously, before I cut myself off to answer, like the chord voicings on a bass, on a guitar, on a violin are often very different to like the kind of chord voicings that you would have if you were writing music for a keyboard instrument or an orchestra, depending, or a DAW, any kind of polyphony where you can have notes which are really close to each other. So like a C chord, C, E, G, C major, that is. On a keyboard, you can play with one hand. The notes are fairly close together. On a guitar, it's a lot harder because the strings, as I'm sure you're aware, are tuned roughly in fourths. And that means that there's a large step between each string. It means that going up the scales, the major voicing is spread across often 2 or 3 octaves, with the octave basically being like a dominant part of the chord, which is usually not a thing in chords. It is, but it has a different kind of texture, a different feel to the piano, yeah. So anyway, I've kind of lost my train of thought. Pianos are great. The software music creation for the PlayStation is great. I love playing the guitar. Whatever. Drink. So I have a bottle of Prosecco. We're back here. What am I gonna do about this? Hey. But like, I read a book by this guy. He was a music theorist and a piano teacher, and he said some disparaging things about guitarists, which I do not agree with. But at the same time, he also said some disparaging things about people, which I do not agree with. But he comes from an age, man. He comes from an age. He has it's a free book, I believe, on Amazon. You can search it, something about music theory, the theory of learning music or something. Basically, he recommends learning the piano from as young age as possible to develop a keen muscle memory, having a delicate kind of feel across the keyboard, because from my experience, yes, it is very difficult to not just slam a keyboard on a piano, an acoustic piano. You can do whatever you want on digital pianos. You can tune those however you need to accommodate for how crap you are at like voicing subtlety through a finger. For an acoustic pianist, it's very, 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 very important to have that kind of sense of touch and feel across the keyboard, which you do not get on digital instruments to a large degree. I say digital instruments, I mean digital keyboards, which are what's described in the industry as semi-weighted. So they have a spring and two buttons, and basically the time delay between pressing the first button and the second button is the velocity of the keystroke, which gives you your MIDI velocity. So it's based on a very modern production of music, not a hammered weighted digital piano, which is basically, it simulates the weighting of a keyboard with a heavy hammer, a spring, and a string, and it does some fucking black magic under the hood to determine the note velocity. But the note velocity is determined at the note time, so there's a slightly smaller delay between input and output if you're using it in a completely digital scenario. But yeah, if you're going back to the keyboard thing, if you buy, even if you buy a digital keyboard, like, I'm not talking about like what he thought about developing a light touch or a responsive feel to a piano keyboard. I'm talking more about like the functional layout of a keyboard, and the fact that if you buy your kid a digital keyboard, a good one with a MIDI out, or a USB even these days. Jesus, showing my age there, talking about MIDI. So if it has a USB out, you can, if your kid wants to do DAW stuff instead of like acoustic piano stuff, you can just plug that keyboard straight into your PC, and boom, you are one tool ahead of most games. But yeah, I mean, I don't have anything against people who play the keyboard or the piano. It's a great instrument. It's a great tool for music production, and it's a great tool for learning music. As I say, I play the guitar mostly, so take that as it is. Although recently I've been like way more interested in like the upkeep of instruments, like fixing, improving, building even. I have some large pieces of wood that I have some hopes to turn into guitars in the near future. But that's completely aside from liking music. That's like a personal mission, a big old fuck you kind of style personal mission. The kind of personal mission I specialize in, I guess. But yeah, music's great. Playing instruments great. Learning music's great. It's all good, man. Whatever. It's all good. Chaos Legion's good too. Anyone watching the VOD never played this game, y'all get this game, you'll play this game. Go down to your secondhand shop, you find a copy of this for your PS2 or your PC, you install it, make sure it isn't spyware. See, I have my bombs ready, but I wanna... Yeah! That is the first and last time that's ever gonna happen. Like the appropriate use of the actual downward stroke. No, 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 no! There's a bit of a depth perception issue here. No, my sword is really that long. Shipping update on the Chaos Legion novels. They have been shipped. All of them. All of them have been shipped. Yes! I will finally be able to read them. I like how I've ended up with the exact same amount of health as I did when I started the goddamn stream. Oh my god, they just keep coming. Yo. Enough of this. Oh, that one went a bit in the wrong direction. Did I get it? Nope, I did not get it. Souls, I'm over here. Souls, hello. Thank you. I've never seen them do that before. I've never seen Soul just like chill out mid-map. That's weird. But as I say, I used to use Blasphemy for like boss fights. I never used it for like scrub fights like this. I used to just Malice maybe? Or just go in and hit them with a stick. I've run out of soul. I have 6 life recoveries? Dude. It's got a lot of HP here. Yeah. Alright, there's one down. Oh, he drops, ah! Hey, man! Ugh. I made it out. I think we're actually going to clear this room. After a long enough time span, I figured the most efficient way to play no items is not to summon any legions and tank the levels with Flawed for double jump, Blasphemy for range attack. But you do need Malice up until you get Flawed. What does Flawed do? Double jump. Double jump. Double jump. Double... What are those? Are they... They're turrets. Uh-oh. Or are they turrets? Dude, what are they? Dude. I'm fucking tripping out, man. What the fuck is that? Do not want. Fucking gross. Mouth noises. Not saying any of that as a rag on how you are playing. It's entertaining to watch how you solve your own conflicts when playing the game. Yeah. It is definitely fun to watch an hour and a half of me dying repeatedly. I agree. Ah! Ah, they're mortars. And I bet you they're fucking... Ah, no, I know what to do, don't worry. Oh, I got this. Yeah. So, basically, I pretty much can't stand playing this game without guilt. Like, 4 attack combo. Whoa! OP! OP! You cannot respawn that dude. Come on. Give me a little bit of a break. Is there a wizard round there that I have to kill? It's like... I was thinking actually recently, how the hell, like, do you make auto map for a game? Like, it seems like a really simple thing, but the more I think about it, like, the more it's like, what the hell? Like, how does that even... Yeet! Yeet! Oh. Oh. Oh, I got him. God damn it. Respawn and fuck up. I'm just gonna walk past them. Fuck that shit. Destroy the targ. Alright. Come on, sword dudes. Sword dude bros. That target? That's target. I heard some guy get slapped. Aww. Yeah, so this is one of the, I just want to check that I didn't miss anything. Oh. Oh, there's a Thanatos chip over there. You probably actually get that. Probably actually just walk past that guy. No! No! What the fuck was that? What are they? Oh, are they, like, living blasphemies? What the fuck? Dude, the enemy design in this game is so cool. I wonder how much of it's, like, influence from the book, and, like, how much of it is just, like, pure on Capcom craziness. Like, who was like, oh, we need, like, a bird, but, like, its body's also a cage? And it explodes? And they only spawn in one area of the game that most people probably won't go to? So let me tell you about one of my favorite games of recent years. It's not really that recent anymore, but I guess it had the PC release recently enough to be called kind of recent. Dragon's Dogma, man. Really good game. Like, if you want a game which has a really cool story and a really cool gameplay system and, you know, not horrible graphics, pretty good graphics, customizable characters, secondary customizable characters, good frame rates, online play. Oh my god, someone's messaging me on Steam. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Oh. I'll, you know, I'm gonna check that. I'm gonna check that right now. Who dares disturb my... Oh. Nux. Nux. I don't know. You tell me. You know what? He wants me to play Overwatch. And I have demanded that he give me some minget. No. No mingets. Now. He's angry. Is there even a boss for this level? I don't remember there being a boss for this level. I'm going to say there's no boss for this level, and then we're going to be horribly mistaken because the boss for this level is actually the first fight with Victor Delacroix. Big think that might not be too far from the truth. Whoa! No! They're so durable. Died. That is a target. You do have to kill them. What the hell is going on here? Oh, me. I'm getting shot. That's what's going on. Seriously, what's going on? They're not like detecting me or anything. Oh, he has. He has detected me. How many times do we have to kill them each? That was 3, right, for that guy? Jesus. Does Blasphemy auto lock on if you have locked on? It's helpful. Nope. That's not helpful. That's not helpful. Wham. It does. He's messaged me again. God damn it. Uh-oh. It's, he's just stopped responding. It's so weird. These were ferocious in the last, like, segment. They were, like, out for blood. Game. Good game. Oh! I've assured him that I will only be finishing this mission and I will not be continuing any further. So after this level, I will be going offline until tomorrow. Oh, it's the. God damn it! It's the tree. Yeah. Oh! 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 Probably, maybe not even finishing this fight. I have been destroyed. Blasphemy has an arbitrary locking system. No. Yeah? No. What? Nah. What? It seemed to work pretty good when I did it then. We'll give it one more go on the boss, because I don't want to leave you hanging if I can actually kill this dude in one. So, like, if you're not locked on, you can curve it, you can bend it like Beckham. It's pretty insane. But if you are locked on, it seemed to work pretty well that it would just kind of just... Don't get up! Ah! I will actually heal because I don't want to fucking get destroyed. Yeah. Ah! Okay, so it can attack. It attacks all range when it does that. Ah! I... No. Don't get up. You fucking moron. Yeah. But yeah, usually if I'm fighting like a large boss or something, I'll just do the curvy bendy stuff. May as well just fucking tank it. I've got a lot of health recovery items. Hey, hey, hey! No! Why would they summon still? Oh my god. Fuck it. This is so wasteful. There are African children without souls of their own. No, I didn't mean that. So it's a common saying in Britain to basically tell kids off for not eating their food. You say that, you know, there are African children starving in Africa. You should eat that. And it's like, okay, well, I just, damn it, it was a perfect pastiche and you ruined it. Yeah. Pretty bad at dodging that, aren't I? And they fire some more bullets. Summon the dude. Big brain play that. I've been hit by every single one, I swear. Oh, 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 they got wise. They got wise. They hit me. Big idiot play. I didn't stream Counter-Strike recently, but I had a... Dare I say it? I did a really cool clutch on Nuke. Oh, excuse me, Tentacle. Oh, I didn't know this was... Woo! I somehow managed to dodge it. Did not manage to dodge that though. Oh, I see, okay. And then they go back into their regular. Again, please unsummon, you pieces of shit. And then they're gonna fire inside. Yeah, don't worry, I got... Hey, what's up? Sup, jabroni? What the shit is going on? Why didn't I bring Malice? That would have been so much. Summon. Instead, here we are getting wrecked by lasers. Game! Okay. I didn't tank it. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna have to go. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks. Thanks for tuning in. If you tuned in. Thanks for watching on the VOD. If you watched on the VOD, thanks for doing both. If you did both, I don't know if you wanted to watch these things. twice in one day. That's just insanity. But yeah, thank you anyway. Thanks for being here. Thanks for chilling out with me for a while. We play Chaos Legion, and we'll play more Chaos Legion, I'm sure, next Sunday, until it is complete. But yeah, I will see you in the next epic. God, Glyph, god damn it, God.